Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. We are preparing for back to school, you guys. We are totally in back to school mode. Joe has officially gone back to work, so I'm home with the 4 kiddos. So now it's time to just like get the ball rolling and just get our life in order, because we're gonna try to start our first official week of school next week, which means that I have a bunch of stuff that I still have to prep and just kind of get ready. Meanwhile, I've got this situation going on, so we'll see how much I can actually get ready, right? Go, is that, you're gonna put the car down the ramp? Whee! Good job. But yeah, I've got piles in my house of like binders and things that I need to like set up and organize, and curriculum stacks all over the house. So I need to like just organize things. All of yesterday I was out here on the table with like my laminator, just like laminating a whole bunch of stuff. I found a new Spanish curriculum that I'm gonna be trying, so I'm excited about that. But a lot of the stuff that I have purchased, stuff like this, like I have to set up and cut and whatever. I had to laminate it all myself. This I printed, so I need to like put it in a binder. I was making these little like reader books yesterday. So lots of like prep, like annoying kind of preppy stuff like that. So I figured that as I start doing that around the house and as I go accomplishing little tasks like that, maybe I'll show you what that looks like. One of the things that Riley's reminding me that we've got to do is I got her a pencil case and I got Jackson like a clear one. So I told them that they could each put their materials that they're going to use, like have a couple pencils in here, have a couple, like a thing of crayons. So you can fill yours, Mama. I had bought just like some new, just, you know, random crayons and colored pencils and markers if they want to have like their own sets. Yes, you want like your own set. And then we still have like community materials, like things that all of them will use. But I thought it would be good just to have a couple things that were just Jackson's, just Riley's. So you can put that in your case, Jackson, along with a pair of scissors. No, you're gonna have to take those off out of the box, Mama. You're gonna have to take them out of the box. Okay, Harper is taking her first nap. The kids already did school. Jackson is hanging with me over here. He's working on some sketches that he's doing. Actually, the best, hold on, that it on Instagram, I think one of the smartest things that I have done recently is I got each of the kids a sketchbook for like the school year. I anticipate that they'll need more than one for the whole school year, but my kids are always drawing, and they're always drawing pictures, and Riley's drawing pictures of unicorns and fairies, like all of the things always. And then I have 52 million like papers always in my house where I'm constantly decluttering, and I'm constantly picking up the paper and going, what do you want me to do with this? Is it gonna go on the fridge? Or I throw this away? What do I do with it? Because there's paper clutter galore in my house. And so I figured, why not get them a sketchbook so that there's one place to just like keep all of their drawings. So I feel like that's actually like a really good idea, because now it's just way less like mess all the time. So Riley drew, welcome to Riley's sketchbook. But you know what I mean? Like just one single place of sketches. I'm sure that there will be like one-offs here and there of like projects we're working on, but just like the random doodling, now it has a place. So here is your side to get your kids a sketchbook. But anyway, I want to use my time wisely because, you know, I don't get that much. Sean is entertained over there for a minute, but I have a new Spanish curriculum like I told you guys. And I'm hoping that it works out. Should I use a big one? Should I use, I'm trying to figure out like, you know, what do I use a 1/2-inch binder for? What do I use a 1-inch binder for? I feel like Spanish, I guess we can always start off, right? We can start off with a 1/2-inch and then move up if we need to. But you guys are always asking like what Spanish curriculum we use. Up until this point, Riley has done the best using just Duolingo. And just straight up, she has loved Duolingo. And she'll probably continue with that throughout this school year because she likes, you know, being on the app. You have to be careful. I don't know what kind of content is on there, so I try to sit with her when she's doing her Spanish. But she has learned through doing Duolingo, so there is that. But I found this curriculum. It's called Homeschool Languages, and then we're gonna do just Spanish 1. It seems promising. It seems like very like good in the beautiful style, like very open and go. Like every lesson tells you like exactly what to say, and like there's no real guessing work in it. I haven't used it yet, but I'm thinking that it may be a good fit for us. I'll keep you posted. The one thing that I will tell you is I am a freaking failure because I bought the digital version of this and I was like, oh, I'll save some money because they have like a hard copy version that you can buy. It's like $1.99, or like the digital version is $1.25, I think. And I was like, oh, I'll save some money. I'll save some money. I'll get the digital version. I can do this all at home by myself. Wrong. I was dumb. I made a stupid decision because I should have paid more just so that I didn't have to do all of this. It would have saved me a lot of time and just energy. Because again, I was laminating these little cards, and on their website, if you buy the physical package, they already bring the cards delivered. Look how cute, for a little Spanish binder. So just a heads up, like maybe factor that into your decision if you decide to use this curriculum. Like sometimes it's just worth it. Spend a little extra money. I'm gonna put this little folder inside the binder to keep all of the little reader books. These are little Spanish books, like the same way that you have like the little Bob books, you know, they're just Spanish little reader books. Again, if I had bought the hard copy, the little books would already just come made, but I had to try to save money. I had to print them all and staple them. So that was part of all of my prep work. My MVPs lately, my hole puncher, so I can hole punch the papers. My Cricut like paper cutter so that I can cut like the little, you know, cards and stuff. Both of those are just necessities in my life, and my laminator. My laminator I use a ton when I'm doing back to school prep, even just like throughout the year for homeschooling. Those are things that I use all the time. So I'll try to remember to link some of these down below, or you guys know I have like my homeschool Amazon storefront with like a bunch of stuff we use. Our printer also, I shared my printer on Instagram the other day, but I have had that printer, and you'll probably see it at some point in this prep, but that printer I've had forever, and I don't know what I would do without a printer. It's like definitely something that we use. Even before we were doing official homeschool, like just like little pages that I would print out and activities I would print out for the kids to do, that was definitely a lifesaver. So anyway, I'm gonna put you down. I'm not gonna talk. If you wanna just see me kind of do some of this stuff, you can do it. I'll put music and you can try to do some stuff yourself. That's right. I think it's just one apple a day.
I would 1 apple a day keep the doctor away. My knees have sugar.
Gotten through much, but at least I was able to cut through some of them. I have to finish another day. Like I'm not gonna do this all, but at least I can get it off of my counter. I still have these that I have to cut through, and then I have to like actually separate these, but I will do it maybe later. Definitely the kind of project that you just like chip away little by little. But I think I am done with my laminator, done with the pouches. Put that away. Something else that I need to work on is here in our homeschool cabinet. I have, well, like I'm trying to like put the stuff we're gonna use like here on this shelf, and I need to just make use of these 2 shelves for like books that we're gonna be using all the time for our homeschooling. So there's a couple things in here that we're not gonna use. Like I ended up getting something different for Riley's first communion. So like these books I'm not going to need, so they don't need to be here in the cabinet. And like, this was what I did last year with her for just like prepping for her first confession or whatever. So these books, I might not get rid of them, but they don't need to be like here where I need to like have better access to things. This little Spanish workbook too is something that we are, okay, everything's gonna fall cool. But this is something taking up a lot of space, and I'm not gonna use it just yet. Maybe one day, maybe I can decide to keep it, or if not, I'll donate it, but it doesn't need to be in here. Jackson is still doing his drawings. What are you drawing? It's a giant squid? Mm-hmm. Cool. And then you see like he put his little things in his pencil case. He has like some colored pencils, like the scissors, glue. And then Riley has the same for her in her little pencil pouch, and it'll eliminate the fighting. And I think it also like gives them just a bit of like independence and like, hey, this is mine, ownership over their materials, which I think is good. Little mister, what are you doing? Play with a pillow?
Chair.
You're gonna get on the chair? See what?
It's up in there.
What is it?
What is it?
What do you want? What do you want? Tell me.
It's this one.
Okay, this is my cabinet where I keep like all of his little activities and stuff, like more manipulatives and stuff. And so now he always wants me opening this cabinet so he can look and see what he wants to play with.
This one thick?
What?
This one thick?
The kinetic sand?
Yeah.
That's what you want to play with?
Me too.
You too?
I want one too.
Okay, but we gotta put it on the high chair, okay?
You want to play with kinetic?
This is gonna be a mistake, but I'm not making great decisions lately. Okay, maybe we can make that work. I've got like a bin of kinetic sand, but the other day we put it on the floor for him to play with. The sand, as you can imagine, were everywhere. So maybe this is a little more controlled. Got a few things done. These are some books that I'm gonna put in the kids' rooms that they can just like look at and read whenever they feel like it. Since we're done with like our space unit, they can read all of this stuff in bed. These are like some really cute books. And these two stacks here, this whole stack and this is all stuff that I can take to my room and put it in my closet. And then I can sort through it later. All right, we're up in the kids' room because we're gonna do some laundry. I'm gonna put away the stuff that I got at Target for the kids. I did this little haul the day that I went to Target, but I bought some new shoes for the kids, so I'll have all of these linked, but I got Jackson some of these. I got each of them 2 shoes. So these are like more for like when they go to park and when they go to co-op. Like these are like the nicer like sneakers, and then these are more for like just, you know, going to the park. Same with Riley. I got her a pair of like tennis shoes, sneakers for the park, and then these are a little nicer that she can wear with like a million things. And then it was funny that so many of you guys thought that the idea that I had of like trying to put the kids in uniforms while they're here at home doing school was like a good idea. That was something that I was just like thinking about, like how can I make it so that the kids understand like we are doing school, so that I get a little bit less pushback, because it's got to be hard for them, right? Like they're schooling in their home. Like it's hard for them to differentiate like playtime, like just lounge around at home versus school time. So to make it easier on everyone, I thought, let's make them wear uniforms on school days, the days that we're schooling, like on the weekdays. And then myself included, like I'm going to try to dress up, like, you know, be in a teacher outfit and like actually look somewhat presentable, as opposed to just lounging around in my PJs, because yeah, then it makes it a little bit more just difficult, more like, you know, I don't want to do school, or like to get some of that pushback, like I said. So I got the kids uniforms. Target had them super cheap for Riley. She just got a bunch of like the little cotton polos, and the kids have to wear these also when they go to actual co-op. They have to wear a solid colored shirt, so we got a couple of those. And then they had skirts for Riley. These were really cute and like a nice long length. And then these have shorts underneath. The skirts have shorts underneath, which is good. So these are just very comfy. I don't want to like also have them in something that's not comfortable when they're home. So these were good. And then I got Riley like a little dress. They had these in a couple colors, so she has that. And then for Jackson, I got him a pair of shorts, but these are a 5T and they still don't fit him. Thankfully, they have like the elastic waist thing so that you can make them a little smaller. So he has those, but I'm gonna probably have to get him like a couple pairs of like 4T shorts. And then I got for him these polos that were really nice, because like the material, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of like dry fit. I don't know that it's gonna say dry fit. I mean, it says polyester, but whatever. They're not cotton, but they look a little bit, I don't know, they look a little nicer, like a little bit more elevated. So I got him those, got him a white one, and then I did get him just like a white cotton one that was a little bit cozier. And then this isn't uniform, but I like this t-shirt for Jackson because we still need like, you know, some clothes for like when they go on field trips or a play date or something. And then I wanted this shirt for him for church because it's hot here, but I still like a collared shirt for church. So I'm gonna put all of this stuff to wash, and then the kids are doing laundry, which is good. And then also, like, back to school time is a good time also just to refresh the closet, see if there's anything in their room that we can donate, that we can declutter. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time in here doing that, as long as Harper will let us. John is sleeping, so this is a good time to do some productive stuff. Hi! I just fed her, so she is gonna hang out here with all of us.
Spit up on all my food.
No, she's not. She's not gonna do that. She is gonna be a good girl and let us do a couple things. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. Like I said, like I can't get all of this stuff done like in one day, but we are making some progress. I have not yet finished the Spanish stuff, but I did cut last night like more of the pieces, so I have like a bunch of them cut out. I need to finish doing that like at some point today while I'm like on my feet. It's like an easy thing for me to do when Harper's taking a nap because I have to be standing anyway, so I can like cut those, but I'm not gonna make you watch me do that because that is boring. The kids are over here drawing and they're entertained. I got in my teacher planner, which is very exciting. I want to go through it and just start to like make some like just like make some notes of different books that I plan on reading and what months and stuff. But if you want a teacher planner, I'm going to show you what this one looks like because it is beautiful, and I feel like this is just the kind of planner that I like to use. This is the current situation. The kids are drawing flowers and bugs apparently. But this is the planner, and what I like about it is like there's a bunch of stuff in the front that I probably won't use. Like I never fill in this kind of stuff because it's more of like if you have lots and lots of students, like student information, the contact, this I won't use. This communication log also I will not be using because I'm communicating with myself. This I may use, there's like a student log checklist. This I may use as like a reading list if I want to keep track of the books that we're reading and the books that the kids, you know, are into and whatever. I could use that as a reading log. But what I like is we're going to be starting end of August, September. So when you go to that month, obviously you have a monthly view, and then I can fill in like important, you know, dates on the calendar there. But then you have a weekly view. So you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then what I will normally do is, can I borrow some of these pencil really quick? What I'll normally use these sections for is like, I'll write math. And then here I'll put like Riley, Good and the Beautiful or whatever, or pages, whatever, pages 3 through 5, whatever. And then I'll put like J for Jackson, and then I'll put like what he has to do. So I keep track of like all of our subjects, whether it's, you know, reading or art or whatever, and then what we're gonna actually do that week. And for each child, if it's different, a lot of the subjects are the same for both of them. But if there's something that Riley's doing that's different from Jackson, then I'll like make a note of it here. So this is like the layout that I typically like for a planner. So yeah, I want to just like take a minute and work on that. But again, I know that a lot of you guys are looking for planners, and this is the one that I'm just gonna try using for this year because I just like the layout, and it's also like very aesthetic and pretty, and it's not like annoying when it's in my face because I'm gonna have it out a lot. I'm not the kind of person that plans the entire year. Like at most I'll plan like a month. More usually what you'll see happen is like on Sundays or like Saturday and Sunday, I'll plan for the week ahead based off of, you know, what was happening the week before. But the one thing that I do want to do is I'm going to be doing, I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but I'm going to be doing 5 in a row with the kids, which is basically just reading a lot of good literature, good books. And then you read that same book every day in that week. What I've been working on is trying to figure out like, okay, there's like a book list of 40 some books, and I want to divide them into the different months, and I want them to be like seasonal. Like if there's some books that are about like kind of winter time, that I want to schedule myself to read those in like the winter months so that it kind of makes sense and kind of ties with like, you know, what's going on in the year. So I'm gonna try to at least annotate like what books I'm gonna read in the month, like for 5 in a row, and put them in my planner, and that'll be something productive that I can do. This over here is something that I need to work on more with like for Sean, because when we're doing school, he needs like stuff to keep him entertained. So I have like some little bins of manipulatives, like these little blocks he was just playing with. But I need to find some more toys to like entertain him with that I only bring out when I'm doing school with the kids. Did you like those blocks? Oh, you want to make a tower? You can make a tower. Like he's got his bin of animals that he loves to just like sort through, and he says the name of all the animals. But I need some like fun things that I can just like store and pull out when I'm doing school, because this right here is the hardest part of like schooling the big kids. Harper, as you can see, yeah, wow, blue, you're gonna make a blue tower? Harper has moments where she's asleep in the carrier and I can, you know, think for a minute. But if he's like trying to jump off the couch or doing something that he's not supposed to do, then that's what makes it hard. Or like worse, yeah, when he wants to like get into like the actual stuff we're doing and then the other kids can't concentrate. You making a tower? Good. Look, this one is a big one. Big tower. You gonna put the blue ones on here? There you go. No, upside down. Here. Put them like that. Good. You want to count them? How do you count? 1,
2,
3,
4, 5.
Sean, what'd you get? You got an ice cream? He's playing with the little Melissa and Doug ice cream set. Is it yummy?
Wait, Mom, what's happening? Mom, what's
So
happening?
delicious. All right, it's a little later. Harper's taking her next nap. She hasn't been in here all this time. She's taking another one. It's after lunch now. I'm sure you can hear, I have sounds in the background of like a riverbank. I put on like a video on YouTube. I don't know if you can see it. Back there, can you even see my TV? Oh, there's my TV. I just finished reading the kids a book, which is so good. I don't know if you need like book ideas or whatever. I read them. This book that I had found, like it was like on a reading list, whatever. I checked it out from the library and it was so pretty. The illustrations were beautiful. So it's like a little boy who's like on a raft, staying with his grandma for the summer, and he would like draw pictures of the animals that he would see. So I had the kids like sit at the table and like sketch some animals, like pretend you're on a raft and sketch some animals, and then I put the little ambiance in the background, which is one of my favorite things to do with homeschool, is like create some kind of ambiance. Like just go to YouTube, find, I don't know if they're reading something that's like cozy, like fireplace background, like that kind of thing, or if they're reading about something in like a savannah, put like savannah soundscape, savannah background, whatever. It just sets the tone and just like makes you kind of feel like you're there. But I have some packages that I thought we would open together. I got, this is boring, but I needed computer paper, and Jackson's gonna be excited about this. I got a tea kettle because one of the things that we want to do this year is, like I said, I'm gonna do 5 in a row with the kids. And Charlotte Mason, is it Charlotte Mason?
Yes. A tea kettle.
Charlotte Mason, or I don't know, some more classical, I don't know, people that know what they're doing with their life. They do like poetry tea time and stuff. And not that I'm going to limit myself to like having a structured poetry tea time, but I think it would be fun a couple times a week to do something like it's like read aloud, or have like a special drink that we all have. I know it's not gonna always be tea because my kids don't like tea. Sometimes in here I'll put like lemonade or pink lemonade or chocolate milk or something like that, and then it'll be like a fun way for us to like sit around the table.
Oh, that's so cute.
Is it cute? It comes with a little tea thing to put inside, but I thought it would be cute to do that, so I needed like a pretty tea kettle, just something pretty, like something that's like special that we reserve just for that read aloud time, whether it's poetry or a 5 in a row book or whatever. We'll have like a special drink. Sometimes we'll have like a sweet with it, like brownies or cookies. But I like the idea. Will I be able to do it all the time? No. So we're gonna try to do some cute things like that, because that's one of the things that we're actually able to do since we're schooling at home. And then to go with that, I didn't want like a typical tea set, because again, we don't really drink tea. Plus, like a lot of the actual like tea sets are like super girly, you know, like super pink flowers, like cute for me, or like cute if I'm gonna do a tea party with just Riley. But I didn't want Jackson to have to like, you know, be holding a pink teacup when he's partaking in this. So I got something that I thought was like gender neutral. So this set is really pretty. I think that they're considered cappuccino cups, and I'll link them for you along with the tea set or the teapot or whatever. Yeah, there's like different designs. They're super pretty, and they come with the saucers. Let me just open them all up. So there's 4 of the cups. There's that design, and there's this one. So they're all like the same color, just like different patterns. You see each one has its matching little saucer. So we'll have our little like poetry time or reading time, and we'll have like our little chocolate milk. these cups or our pink lemonade, and it'll be a fun way to get them excited about whatever it is that we're reading. See all the different patterns. So I'll keep you posted on how that goes if we actually get to doing some of it. But in my head, I feel like that's what I want to do. In a perfect world, again, this would happen like every day, and I would have little tea sandwiches and biscuits and cookies and, like, you know, everyday kind of, you know, perfectly curated table. Like in a perfect world that would happen. This is just gonna be like, okay, it's time to read, pour some chocolate milk into these cute cups and let's call it a day. But in my mind, it's better than nothing. It's better than not attempting it at all. I did actually bake some cookies today though. I just took them out of the oven. But these were the wild grain chocolate chip cookies that I had in the freezer. Yes, I'm sorry. My daughter is the one who does not like chocolate chip cookies. These are so good and tasty. Those are freaking delicious. I hadn't even tried them yet. They're not sponsoring today's video. I worked with them in another video. But oh, dear Lord. Those are yummy. How nice would it be if like once a week or twice a week I have something like this, like fresh cookies. Like I didn't, you know, make them from scratch, but something like that, like cookies. We have a little tea party. I feel like that would be super, super cute. I think Harper agrees too, but she is sleeping. This is super random, but this company had reached out to me about sending me some of their Manuka honey, which I'm sure is gonna be delicious. But if we were talking about back to school and like kids getting sick and stuff, this is like the best kind of honey that you can have. I had in my pantry some and I just ran out, so I needed more, which is perfect because this stuff can be super expensive. But I save my Manuka honey for like when the kids are sick or I'm sick and I have like a sore throat. This is just like the best of the best. Here, you're gonna try a little bit.
That's Jackson.
This is the only honey that I can just, careful. I can just drink straight.
It tastes like a normal honey.
Tastes yummy. The best, most healthiest honey that you can have.
Can Pooh Bear have this?
I guess. Pooh Bear loves honey. How's it? It's yummy.
Pooh Bear was really alive.
It's really good.
He would love that.
When I have like...
I want more.
Oh, you want more? Here. When I have like a sore throat or the kids have a sore throat, I say like, okay, we're going to have some honey. I grab some of the Manuka honey. So this one is very tasty. The brand is Manukora. Again, they're not paying me. They just sent me this lovely little thing of honey, and it tastes very yummy. And then this is the last thing that I was waiting for in terms of curriculum. I told you guys that we're gonna do like a human body study, anatomy. That's kind of what we're gonna focus on in science this year. But I needed some kind of guide, something to like follow so that I wasn't like missing things, you know? So this actually is for Jackson. It's like a little handwriting book. So this is different. But I got the Good and the Beautiful. They have a health and the physical body study.
Cool.
Like parts of the cell.
And read that?
Parts of the bone. Yeah, we're gonna work on this. So this will like help me just stay on track. And again, I'll show this all when I do my curriculum book. And then there's like a little activity book, health and the physical body. And it's like more like a coloring book that Jackson can work out of. Comes also with a health and physical body student journal. So this will be like for Riley to work through. Then a book, Amazing Facts About Bones, which we can look at. It's also this book that's cute, The Story of a Cold.
I want to see that.
So we can read through that. I'm sure it's about germs and all of that. And then this, I have not even looked through whatsoever, but it's a music appreciation book. And I figured if we need like more enrichment stuff, or if we're bored one day, or somehow we come about something with music, like something that we want to like further investigate, which is kind of how we do a lot of like our enrichment stuff. It's like, oh, we just happened to read a book about this. Let's like dive further into that. Then maybe this will be a good fit. Music appreciation, and gives us a little more information.
Mom?
Violin. I have like zero appreciation for music, you guys. I just never learned anything about music. I just don't know anything about any of the composers, but I think it'd be nice to just learn a little bit, even if it's just like myself learning, so I can be just like, you know, a little more well-rounded. FYI, fun fact about me, I'm so thrilled. I was just looking through it even more. But lesson 2 is Amazing Grace. This is like my favorite like song, like one of my favorite songs, very much like applicable to my life, especially after like my reversion and stuff. Like I look at this and I sing it and I cry. So just fun fact about what a nerd I am. But I freaking love that song. Jackson, how's that cookie? Is it good?
Yeah.
Are you gonna go outside and sketch with your sister? I sent Riley outside to go sketch something in nature with her little sketch pad. Jackson, let me see all of the drawings that you've done so far. Or just show me a few of them. So cute that he's just been non-stop working through a sketchbook.
That's one.
All the cars. He started off with cars, then he was doing some animals. Then today he decided to do some, what is this, a grasshopper or something?
No, that's a caterpillar.
Oh, a caterpillar? Okay, he was doing some bugs. He was like, Mom, can I draw pictures of a bug? So those are very
That's my
cute.
favorite guy, the Bobby.
That's the Bobby. Good job. Okay, while the kids are outside sketching, there you can see Riley over there, and Jackson's out there too. One of the things that needed a refresh was like the millions of papers that had been over here on the refrigerator. We took them all down since now that it's back to school, we're gonna keep doing more drawings or whatever. I needed more space to put stuff, and all of these don't need to be here anymore. So like there's a difference between like a Publix coloring thing and a piece of art that Riley made. So some stuff I will keep, but other stuff, like this is when we did our study on Biscayne National Park. So like this I might keep. This is going in the garbage. So I'm gonna throw that away. Minecraft coloring pages in the garbage. I just cannot possibly keep everything. But like this that Riley did was really good. And she drew this, that was the manatee. There's a couple of Jacksons here that I won't throw away, but like random dot art in the garbage. This Jackson did for Sean's birthday, so I'll keep that. Some more coloring pages we don't need. This one too, it's gonna break my heart, but it can go in the garbage because she's drawn a million unicorns. This is from her little Holy Arts thing. This is what she drew for Sean. But like this is one of Jackson's first like actual drawings, like when he started like doing more paint, so we might keep that. When we read Charlotte's Web, so maybe I'll keep that. Like yes, it gets so hard when they're just constantly drawing, but like I can't keep all these papers. I really can't. All right guys, it is many days later. It is Monday and we are officially starting our like homeschool week of doing all of the subjects, all the school. I finally finished pretty much all of the prepping that I wanted to do. I prepped the kids like history binder, like a lot of like those last minute things that I needed to do. I did. So we're gonna start off our day. We have breakfast going. I have my planner with all of the things that we're gonna work on today. So I'm gonna wrap up the vlog and hopefully we'll have, you know, a day in the life homeschool video out soon. But seriously, just thank you so much for being here with me today, watching me get stuff ready. I hope you guys are having great back to school times and that the kids are enjoying school and that, you know, you're starting to feel like you're getting in a new routine and all of that. So I love you guys. Thanks for being here and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye guys.